taking the hive off those 3 bases, but Reach has managed to pick up his second expansion already. I think this is also partially due to the fact that he's gone for so many low-level units that he's able to pick this up relatively early without having had to go for a gas-heavy, expensive Corsair Reaver build. Although my question is, what is Reach using his gas for, and what is he saving it for? I assume he's going to put down that Templar Archives and go for a lot of Archons soon, because he must have thousands of gas saved up. He's only been using gas on Dragoons and a few Observers so far, so basically no gas consumptions yet, and he's been pumping for quite a while. Here comes Reach attacking, going for an attack at the natural expansion. He's got the Observers out, but I believe those are +1/+1 Zerglings for Chojja, and Chojja is now going in, Reach going in. Chojja might be able to get a surround on these speedlots, but the speedlots have speed, and now they're trying to get in amongst these Dragoons. Those Mantoss Zealots need to get in the front though, and looks like the Zealots are actually able to stave away the Zerglings for long enough, and it looks like the Zergling force will get taken out actually, but Chojja finally bringing up the Lurkers. That's a little bit late for Chojja. I think that was a bit poor play. Reach can actually take out these Zerglings and go to work here now on the Lurkers. I think he does have enough Dragoons to deal with them. And Reach actually going to run past the Lurkers. Reach going in for the natural expansion, but I think Chojja just has enough Zerglings there. He will have enough Zerglings there to take care of these lone Dragoons, but that was a close one for Chojja. If Reach just had a couple more Zealots, I think he would have taken that battle, and I think it's good time for Reach to change tech patterns now, because I think just Zealots and Dragoons are not going to work against this late-game army. Now some Aspire actually going up for Chojja. We'll see if he decides to actually go for Mulisks, or if he's just going to go for a couple of some Scourge to kill the Observers off. Reach now has his 3rd base up. He's gotten his Templar Archives up. He's gotten another Forge for upgrades, and I'll be expecting a lot of gas-heavy units now. A new expansion going up at the upper right for Chojja. And by the way, check out the Vile Attack account for dual commentary between Diggity and Moletrap on the series between Jaedong and Much in the MSL Semifinals. That is another great series. I haven't seen it yet, but I am excited about watching it, which I'll do after this. And now we're seeing a lot of High Templar, just as I expected from Reach. He probably will morph most of them into Archons. Even the manly Reach cannot handle having more than 3 or 4 High Templars to storm at a time. Here comes a lot of crackling, so they're going to be able to make short work of those photon cannons, and Reach needs to get his manlots over there. Reach has +1 upgrade for his attack on his Zealots, but I believe +1 armor already up for Chojja, and probably +2 about done, so Reach a little bit behind on his upgrades also. Chojja at 4 bases, Reach at 3 bases, and now we're seeing endgame play from Chojja. I think he's building just all Zerglings, all Cracklings here, and yes, we are seeing a huge Crackling army. And by the way, what we saw of Chojja, of course, was Chojja getting defeated by Boxer quite emphatically in another Pimpest Play game where Boxer went for his triple drop. That's what I remember casting from Chojja, and that was actually quite embarrassing. So hopefully Chojja provides us a better game than that in this game. This Pimpest Play, I do suspect that he will, though, given how long this game is. And now we're seeing a bunch of more Zerglings coming out. This is a pure Zergling force almost for Chojja. I feel like he needs to get some Dark Swarm, though. He's going for a 1-unit build here, and that just doesn't work in the late game. Just like in that game with Boxer, he went for a pure Guardian build that didn't work out. And now we're seeing Ultraist Den come up. This is what he needs right now. And oh, look at this. Reach has gotten some Pimp Dark Templar out. Some Pimplar out, because he knows Chojja does not have the Overlord speed upgrade yet, or he should know. And now Chojja going for an attack at the natural expansion. He's got a lot of Cracklings up. I think a Dark Storm would help him, but looks like he might not even need the Dark Storm. Storm going out for Reach, and he might be able to break in here and pick off that Nexus, which would be absolutely terrible for Reach. It looks like he's picking off almost all of the Photon Cannons now. Reach does not have any forces at the natural expansion. Terrible mistake by Reach. It looks like he sent all of his forces to defend his new expansion. And if Chojja focuses fire on the Nexus, he might be able to take it down. He needs to focus fire, but it looks like he's actually not going to do that. He's spreading out his Zerglings a little bit thin. I think he's going to lose this opportunity to take it out, but more reinforcements coming up. Looks like they're actually going to rush the second expansion now. I don't think it's going to go anywhere. Reach now with Corsairs out, but this is a bit late. Actually, Reach now cleaning up the his natural expansion. Second expansion under attack, but I don't think there's enough Cracklings there, despite how many he has. I think it's going to narrowly be picked off by the probes and the cannons. So Chojja, I think, should have focused on the second expansions, the natural expansions. Nexus, and wow, Reach doing a lot of damage now with his Dark Templar, but here comes the Scourge, managing to pick off those Dark Templar. Dark Templar should focus fire on the, focus their attacks on the Ultraist and try to take it down and slow down the tech of Chojja. Looks like he will go for that. he's just beating up on that Ultra's Den, and now Chojja is going to be slowed down in his tech. He might even pick off this expansion here. It looks like he will pick off this inside expansion. Nice 4 Dark Templar drop. Definitely what you wouldn't see today. And both players just look so intense right now, I have to say. Now Reach's Dark Templar will get taken out, but they're going to take down a lot of Zerglings before they go with them. Just look at that. They're just picking off Zerglings. Oh, Reach is actually going to hold with these Hero 300 Spartan Dark Templar here. Just look at Reach's expression. I just love Reach. Just seriously, look how manly he looks just playing StarCraft. I mean, most people when they're playing StarCraft, they're slouching, they're sweating, they probably got a bag of chips and fries near them, they got Diet Coke, but Reach just looks like he's about to just go to Afghanistan and kick ass. Chojja does not look that badass, unfortunately. Queen's out for Chojja, so I wonder what Chojja's thinking about doing with Queens. Of course, in the game against Nada, he used Queens to infest some command centers. Reach now doing some harassment. Ensnared. Corsairs are ensnared by the Queens, though, so at least we know that Chojja has gotten ensnared for his Queens. Really interesting build there, though. I guess maybe some Broodling for Dark Templar or High Templar. I don't know. That's actually quite rare. We've never really seen that, but who knows what Chojja's going to use it for. Maybe just a big ensnare during those critical encounters. Here comes a lot more Cracklings, once again running into this expansion, and I'm not sure if Reach has enough to deal with this. Huge conga line of Zerglings moving in. I don't know if Reach can do it. Oh, but Reach with an excellent storming on this cannon, managing to kill off those Zerglings. I think Chojja would be a lot better off getting some Ultrasks or getting some Defilers before going on these attacks. Now Reach coming back with some Man-Lots and Man-Archons. I'm just going to call everything man when it comes to Reach now, because every unit of his is just more manly than Protoss usually is. And oh, Chojja about to pick off the Nexus. This time he's doing what's right. Oh, picking off the Nexus. That's what you need to do. Do some serious economic damage. Reach storming his own Templar there, but finally managing to get rid of those Zerglings, and Chojja has done serious economic damage. Meanwhile, he's continuing to expand around the map. Oh, and Chojja might be able to pick off this Nexus. Chojja is going to pick off this Nexus. One hero Zergling. Oh, man, this Nexus is just barely staying alive. And oh, it gets cancelled or picked off. I'm not sure which. I think it was actually got picked off there because of such low health. Reach had to possibly, well, he had to basically grab it in the right second there, or else it probably was killed off. Now Chojja picking up an expansion once again at the upper right. I believe he's at 6 bases up total to Reach's 3. And the third one was killed off, so Reach in a serious economic disadvantage here. It will take a Mantoss hero to be able to deal with this, and Reach certainly is the one to be able to deal with this. We've seen recently his 2v1 performance. He is just so good in clutch situations. And here comes more Zerglings. Oh man, but Reach's probes are distance mining right now, and they're going to be picked off here. And this is not good for Reach. Reach is probably mined out in his main, and he's only going to be subsisting on his natural expansion. A lot of probes are about to go down here, and Reach now going for this interesting little Zealot High Templar drop at that expansion at the inside 1 o'clock position. But really, that's the only amount of harassment he's been able to do. And Chojja going for an attack at the natural expansion. What can Reach do? I mean, it seems that Reach is out of the game, but this game has to go on. This is absolutely amazing. How can Reach come back from this? He's lost so much already. I mean, he's basically done no damage to Chojja, and Chojja has confined him to 2 bases now. Just 2 bases, and almost all the probes dead at both bases. And now his shuttle's going to get taken down. Chojja taking down that shuttle, but Reach luckily has managed to save his High Templar, and those High Templar are probably going to get a storm drop. Chojja just managing to do so much damage with these Cracklings, just running around the map with the Cracklings. But really, I think Reach is finally able to cope with this. But what is this Zergling doing? Oh man, this Zergling is in a gap between the gateway and the Nexus, and this probe was like, I'll take care of it. And Reach just forms to storm that single Zergling just to prevent it from doing more damage. Reach basically just has one force of oh, and Reach, nice micro there, picking off those Zerglings, keeping the small force there, that little A-team there, 2 High Templar and 2 Zealots alive. But Chojja's macro has just got to be going crazy right now. Whereas Reach is basically on subsistence level here. He's about almost starved to death here of resources. Chojja's continuing to send in swarms and swarms of Zerglings. And finally, Spawn Broodling being casted on those High Templar. Nice work there by Chojja, using the Queen. Perhaps Chojja thinks his game is over and it's about time to start humiliating Reach. I would warn him against doing that though, because this is Park Shun-suk we're talking about. This is the Mantoss. This is Zach Morris in Saved by the Bell, for those Americans who watch bad teen shows from the 80s and the early, well, it's from the 90s actually. Anyway, now Reach Going for a Mantoss attack at the upper left here. Looks like he's just going to be bringing those Manlots and a Man Archon up there. Chojja does not have any forces up there. I'm actually wondering what Chojja's doing with all his resources. He's mining out of so many expansions right now. Well, not really that many, actually. He's at 3 working expansions because Reach has taken down, I believe, one of them. And actually, no, he should be at 5 expansions. Even after this goes down, 4 expansions, 4 bases total, he should still be mining it. So I'm surprised that Chojja is playing so poorly and not getting more units. I haven't seen a single Ultralisk yet. I gotta assume he has so much gas saved up because he's only been making Cracklings this entire freaking game for the last 5 minutes. Cracklings and Queens. Not a very good combination. Interesting combination. And now these Corsairs still harassing these Overlords, still bothering Chojja here. And really, Chojja really had the chance to finish off the game about 3 minutes ago when Reach was basically completely out of mining. But Reach now, I believe, has set up his natural expansion and set up that 9 o'clock expansion once again. And now he's got a lot of Archons out. This is what I suspected he would do with all that excess gas, is just go for the Archons. Reach also with that little Corsair force there. And check out those fans of Reach. Yeah, and Reach now going forward with